This story right here is definitely mind blowing. So, former En Vogue member Dawn Robinson just revealed to the world via video that I'm getting ready to play in a few seconds. She's been living in her car for the past 3 years. Now, before we get to the video in a few seconds, our new sports podcast channel just launched. The link is at the top line of the description box. We need a few more subscribers over there to get to 50. So make sure you subscribe right now. The link is at the top line of the description box. And leave a comment on that channel to let me know you came from this channel. All right, enough of me talking. Let's get to Dawn talking about how she's living in her car for the past 3 years. Rotate.
I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas, and then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA, and he said, you need to come back to LA because it's getting ready to be fire in Vegas. You need to come back. I love LA, so I said okay. And he said that I could stay with him, and so I was like, okay. But you have a dog, I have a dog. Do we have, and he's like, I don't have a lot of room, but I'll make room for you. And then when I got to his place, he actually didn't have room for me. So it turned into, okay, well, I'm going to put you in a hotel for the night. And that one night turned into 8 months. Oh my God, you guys. I was like, no, this is unacceptable, because every apartment that I looked at, every single time I looked at a place, I would call him and I'm like, okay, can you meet me here? I would tell him ahead of time, of course. You guys, for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. I didn't understand it. I still don't. And it hurt me. So I was just trying to figure it out, but I couldn't. You can't read someone else's mind. You can't figure them out. They got to figure themselves out. So I was like, let me get out of here. And then he wouldn't meet me there, and so I would take video and send it to him. And he's like, no, oh my God, this neighborhood, I hate it. I'm like, dude, I'm the one who has to live here. This is my remote for my phone. You can push play and pause and all that stuff, so that's why I'm holding this. Anyway, and it's way cheaper than the hotel. I told my assistant one day, I have been researching car life. There's a whole community of people that live in their cars, and a whole community of people that live in their RVs, and a whole community of people that live in vans. Van life, car life, RV life. And I loved what I was seeing. I just thought, wow, these people I could do that. I could do this, I think. And I ended up in my car, and it's been, like I said, 3 years.
Now, I have an interesting perspective on this. For one, it's a little shocking. It's not shocking, but it is, because you kind of, when En Vogue was out, I was very young. I was a young lad, right? And you kind of never expect, like, you feel like these people are celebrity stars. They're gonna be rich forever. That's just what you feel like as a youngster. You feel like they're a celebrity, they're Hollywood, they're music stars, and you kind of don't think that they can end up in this type of situation. But that was like the 90s, like the mid 90s probably. En Vogue came out probably even before that. I can't remember the exact time, but I know I was young, very young, still in grade school when they came out. But the whole thing about the homeless thing, and I watch people that do the van life thing, and look, whatever works for you, because I see people who got things that's better than some people's cribs, vans and RVs and cars, and some people can make that work. Some people I see traveling through the country, and they just as happy as somebody with a 10-bedroom mansion with a Lamborghini, right? They're able to have freedom. They're not locked down to any place. I see people, they go, and when they want to shower, they get a Planet Fitness membership. They work out, they shower. They got all the stuff in the van or the car to cook, to do whatever they got to do, and they're happy with that. I don't knock them at all, because you ain't got to pay no rent. You feel me? You could pull up on a lot at a Cracker Barrel or Walmart or wherever lets you stay overnight, and fall back and chill. You feel me? And you ain't got to worry about paying your life for some damn rent. So again, even let's take it a step further. People that's on the street, like it ain't for me. It ain't my stilo. But look, some people are content. Like some people are forced homeless. Some people are willingly homeless. That's one thing we have to understand. So, you know, it seems to me more like it was kind of a choice, but she was just like, I could try it. I mean, you mean to tell me she didn't have no family, nobody she could go to and get some type of help? Or maybe she's the type of person that say, look, I'm not begging. I tighten my belt before I beg for help. I'm not begging nobody. I'm just going to live my life the way I'm living my life. Now, I've seen people who have moved to a different place and, they depend on a certain person and that person doesn't come through and they're forced to live on the street. So you never know what situation you can end up in. And the other part of this is you never know how somebody can bounce back. You see somebody down and out, you see them, and we got a tendency to turn our back on people and say, oh, they on drugs, or, oh, they this, and not saying that she's on drugs, but they homeless, they this, I'm not messing with them, right? And next thing you know, they pop back up because she's still a beautiful woman, right? She's still beautiful. 3-4 years from now, she might pop up, do a tour, get back popping. You feel what I'm saying? Get married, and I'll be out here be a millionaire again. So not to say that y'all are going to do it. They're going to look down on her. I don't think anybody's going to do that in our audience. But it was just shocking when I seen it. I'm like, wow. So this is what happened to her? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But again, money and material things don't equate to happiness. Yes, it's good to have bread because it gets you not only material things, food. It gets you the necessities of life, right? It does. But if you can survive bare minimum, if you ain't got to have a 1-bedroom, $1,800 a month rent, $400 car insurance, you got to spend $500 on groceries, credit card bills, but next thing you're up to $4,000 in bills, and you can't even survive, I'm just going to live in my van and pay for the gas and pay for my food, pay for my car payment, if I got a car payment, my car insurance. You know what I'm saying? Planet Fitness membership to shower, or I could stop at a trucker shower and pay the shower. Whatever I gotta do. Now again, I couldn't do it unless I was forced into it. I could survive, but it's nothing that I would ever want to do. Right? I will never want to be. Cause think about it, like even the truckers. That's in a way kind of doing it, in a way. A lot of them guys sleep on the truck. They piss and shit in buckets. They cook inside the truck. There are videos out there like that too. So whatever floats your boat. But to the sister, salute to her. I'm glad she's telling her story, and I'm sure telling her story will get her, some more light on her plight and maybe hook her up with somebody who's in that life or somebody who can actually, give her assistance. So she about the Old Guy Man Hip Hop News Uncensored. Make sure everybody you hit that thumbs up button. I want to hear what you guys got to say in the comment section. Also, as I said at the beginning of the video, we started our new sports podcast. Well, we had the podcast for years now, but we're restarting our sports podcast. We started on a whole new channel, right? And we're asking people to subscribe over there just to get, all we try to do is get to 50 subs real quick so we can start going live. Then after that, we just going to rock it out and build it from the ground up like we did a few other channels. So the link is at the top line of the description. We need like 6 more subscribers to get to 50. Just started the channel like a week ago, so let's get it to 50 subscribers so we can start going live. And I appreciate y'all, man. Link is at the top line of the description. It's your boy, Old God, over and out. Peace.